In this video, we are going to talk about EveryChat's reviews features, and there's two things that you can do with EveryChat reviews. One, you can integrate your Google and Facebook pages to start managing these new reviews inside the system. You can see all of your current reviews, and whatever new reviews come in, you can manage those by replying to them, assigning them to team members, and making sure that you effectively manage your online reputation. So when bad reviews come in, you reply to those, you handle those publicly. And when good reviews come in, you thank those individuals and you create engagement on these platforms. That is all going to be part of what you can do with EveryChat's review platform. In addition to that, you're also going to have the ability to invite new customers or invite existing customers to leave reviews on your pages. However, we build in surveys to make sure that we understand how the service went before we ask them to leave a review, because we certainly don't want to ask a customer who had unfortunately a frustrating experience one time. We ask them for a review and then we get a negative review out of it. So what EveryChat survey page is ultimately going to do is you can set this up in your post-service, surveys or notifications, so that when you send them this link, they can fill out a quick survey about how the service went. And if it went great, we'll send them to your reviews pages, whether it's Google or Facebook. If it didn't go so well, we'll send them to a private page where they can talk to your team and get the issue resolved. It's a win-win scenario. You get to resolve the situation, and then for happy clients, we get to collect a review out of that. So let's talk about how we set this up. So this right here is the review settings page. Now, how did I get here? I first went to profile settings up here, and then I went to review platforms over here on the left side within the profile settings kind of dashboard or main screen. So from here, you're going to see a few things. This is going to be where we edit that survey page content. We'll talk about that here in just a second and how to activate that page. And then here is where you're going to integrate your Google and your Facebook page so you can see all of your past reviews and new reviews here in the system. So let's, just as an example here, let's just connect my Google page. It's going to be very similar for Facebook too. You can only have one Google and one Facebook page connected at a time. So let's talk about how we do this. All you have to do is click connect, whether it's Google or Facebook. You'll just do the same thing. You'll go through the Google integration steps. I'm going to go ahead and click continue here, and we're going to click allow. And then from there, you're going to, depending on how many reviews pages are integrated with that email, you might see a list of all of those reviews pages where you need to pick one. You need to pick the one that's going to be displayed on the page. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and pick EveryChat here. We'll just bring those reviews into the system. And then the next step here is, let's just show you what the inbox is going to look like after you integrate your Google and your Facebook page. So let's jump over here to the inbox real fast before we talk about the survey page itself. And then let's go down here to reviews on the left side. And then we'll get to customer feedback here shortly, but let's click on Google reviews. So you can now see that EveryChat has brought in all of the reviews for my EveryChat Google page. And you can see that I have replied to these outside of EveryChat, and we're still going to pull in those replies. You'll see an indicator that we replied to it, as well as an indicator about where it was replied from. So in this case, it was replied outside the app. But in the past, I had replied to the review from within the app, which is now showing which team member replied to that customer that left a review for us. So that's kind of the basic gist about how this feature works. If you wanted to go view that review, we have hyperlinks so you can go show review, and that'll take you to the Google page. And then if you want to really work with your team to make sure that you get back to reviews quickly and you're saying thank you, or you're handling negative reviews, you can assign team members to these reviews, and then they will be notified, hey, you gotta handle this review. Whether it's a positive or negative review, you can use assignments to make sure that people know what they need to get done inside of this inbox. And that's going to be the same for every other channel that we have inside the system, texting, email. You can assign people to it. It's our way of tracking to-dos and understanding who needs to get what done in the inbox. So that's the basic gist of the inbox here, and what you're going to see. It's going to be the exact same interface for Facebook reviews. So let's talk about surveys here. Because surveys are where you're going to have a tool that you can plug into your post-service automations and start collecting additional reviews. This has been a very, very impactful feature for companies trying to get past 100 reviews or even trying to get several hundred reviews. It all comes down to asking people how the service went, giving them a link to leave a review, make it easy for them, reduce friction, and then also just making sure that you don't shoot yourself in the foot from a standpoint of you send a review invitation to somebody who isn't happy. EveryChat will help you filter those negative reviews out and make sure that you're solving problems when the problems arise, but you're also getting the best reviews. So let's go back over to review platforms, and then let's talk about the survey page. So from here, it's just going to be a matter of editing the content on that survey page. Now, without looking at the survey page, this may not make a lot of sense. So let's jump over to the survey page here real fast, and we're going to dig into it. So this right here is your survey page. This is the content that we're editing. So anytime you adjust content over here, like the page text or instructions, that's going to edit this section right here. And I'll kind of walk through this and show you how it looks. So what most people are going to see if you just send them your generic survey page link is they're going to have to put in their information, because what the system's going to do is it's going to identify who this customer is, and then we're going to assign whatever feedback that they left for you to their contact profile. And that's going to be something that we discuss in a separate video. But within the contact profile, we're going to have a full timeline of everything that that customer has done to interact with your business. So whether they call your business, text you, email you, leave a review, whether they submit a form, all of that stuff is going to be tracked on their profile, and this is no different. So what I could do here is I could just put in my information, and what the system is going to do is it's going to go look up that information within your account, and if it recognizes that person, then we're going to go assign that data to their account. And this is where we start getting into understanding how the service went. So if it went great, we're going to take them to the page where they can leave a Google review. That's just because we have that page integrated. If we had Facebook integrated, it would show the review page down here. Alternatively, if we go back through here and we say it didn't go well, then we're going to take them to that private feedback page where they can send feedback to your team, and you guys can work with this customer to get it resolved. So let's actually do a test here. This did not go well, and we're going to submit the response. And then what you're going to see is as we go over to the inbox, we're going to see that feedback has been left for the business. So we can see that in this case, we got this did not go well. And the reason why we see good is because I had clicked the good button before that, so it collected that feedback. And then when I switched it to bad, that's what you're seeing here. So in this case, we see the message itself. It's going to be tied to the contact within the system there. And then you can see the message that they left. So from this point, you could go click on this and you can go text that person directly from the inbox. You could mark it as unread so the team knows that we still need to handle this, or you can just trash it. So for example, like this, I might go in here and just trash this and get rid of that since we were just testing the system. So from this point forward, I can then jump over here. I can click reply by text, and I can go, if I had a phone number in this account, I could text this person directly and start that conversation to see how we can get it resolved. So that is the gist about how the survey feature works. If we go back over to the reviews page, and we just look at this here, you can apply your logo, so you can put your logo in all of these pages. And then, like I mentioned, this is going to be where you edit all of the content that goes above that form and above where they pick how the service went, so that you can word it exactly as to what fits your business. Now, the last thing that I will mention here. So as you saw when we went into this page and we didn't know who the contact was, it asked for this form. One of the things that you can do is, as you are sending invitations to people, when you are sending these invitations from your inbox, or even setting up automations to send this survey page automatically, one of the things that you're going to be able to do is input the contact phone number in the URL. So for example, let me see if I can get this right here just by putting it manually into the system, which you will not have to do. The system will automatically generate this, but let's see if I can get it first try here. So you can see that if you set this up inside of your automation to have the phone number, which EveryChat system will help you create this. All you have to do is dynamically insert the phone number after this URL, and it will go automatically search for that contact. So you can reduce, you can just eliminate an extra step inside of this feature. So rather than them having to fill out the form, they just get taken directly to the survey page itself. And all they have to do is pick how it went, and then they can go leave that review or leave some feedback based on how the service went. So I did want to mention that not every contact, not every person viewing this page is going to have to fill out a form. That's just when we don't know who they are. We need to identify them so we can correctly associate that data to a profile within your system. So if you have any questions for me, please let me know. This was just a quick introduction about the reviews feature, how you set it up, how you get the survey page running. And on that note, before I let you go, in order to activate the survey page, you will need to press Save All Changes. That will effectively publish the page. So if you are using this feature for the first time, what you might see is if before you click Save All Changes, if you click Preview Your Reviews page, you might see that it can't find it or that the page isn't public. All you have to do, just make sure this information is good and fits your business. And then from there, just click Save All Changes, and that will publish your page. Now that's it. That's all I've got for you in this video. If you do have questions, please let me know. I will be happy to help and provide additional information.